Hey guys, got a room build for you today. Heavily inspired by the Golden Girls, accidentally. I actually just noticed that watching it back for, I guess the final edit, and I was like, this looks very much like the color palette from the Golden Girls, and I've been watching that a lot, sort of accidentally. It's just been on. I'm not sure what channel has decided we're marathoning that, but the TV is almost always on. Someone's almost always watching it in my house, like somebody's always in the living room, and so I've caught a lot of Golden Girls lately. And I did not realize until watching this back that probably very heavily inspired this room. Also, that the leaf wallpaper was like the big thing. I logged in and I was like, what do I want to build? And I was like, something with that leaf wallpaper, because I don't think I've ever like really used it in a meaningful kind of way. And it's cute. I think it would be better for a bathroom, to be honest, maybe than a bedroom, although I like the way this bedroom turned out. And it was a little bit out of my comfort zone in that it's a set of colors that I don't use together very often. It is sort of oranges and blues, which are a great color combination, don't get me wrong. But I don't use it a lot in The Sims because a lot of times their oranges are maybe not my most favorite version of orange, or their blues are really intense. And I tend to like a little bit more pastel-y. And I was worried it was going to look weird with the leaves because on some monitors their oranges read way more red than on others. I was actually working on some CC the other day and I was like, this is not turning out the way I want it. And I moved monitors and I was like, this is actually turning out the exact way I wanted it. Because one of my monitors is like a true color, like a fancy one for photo editing that I was gifted, and one is not. And I was doing my textures on the not. I don't know why, but everything was like weirdly red, and so now I'm kind of like suspicious of everything. Anyways, but I like the green, the sort of orange, and the blue that end up happening. I do think this build ends up looking a little hotel room-esque. I think it's the tan on the walls, but with the, what is it, wainscoting? Or is the wainscoting the higher one? The like chair rail, basically, with the wood accents. I think it's wainscoting, but one of them is like tall and one of them isn't. Anyways, or is it judges paneling? That I don't remember. I'm making up sayings. I watched one episode of Good Bones and I think I know what I'm talking about. Anyways, point being, to match that, there's not that many color options, and the tan was like kind of the least offensive because they like there's a couple other swatches too where that wood detailing gets dark as well, which would have been cute, but not what I was going for in this build. And yeah, so that was really frustrating. So we got tan and green leaves. They had a lot of leaves options, which are great. I wanted to use the green ones. Don't know if I would have gone with this particular tan, but you know, again, with the wood, it needed to match, or at least in my head, it needed to match. So I also I had a lot of fun using some items that I don't usually use. That bed, I think I've used it more since filming, but in the past I have not used it a lot. I think the bed maybe contributes a little bit to the hotel vibe, because I don't know, the headboard to me is very like Best Western. That's not a complaint, and I do not stay in that many hotels, so that's probably just a weird association in my brain, but I was like, that looks like a hotel bed too. Also, the fact that there's really not a lot of skill building items in this room, it really is just a place of like rest. I was like, yeah, it's very generic, but I liked it that way. I didn't want to put a bunch of skill building stuff into it and then turn it into like an apartment on, you know, the floor. That made more sense in my head. I think this room would be really good if you added some skill building, or maybe added a closet or something. You could turn this into a roommate's room with a roommate function from, I think it was Discover University. Now that I've said that, is that the right title? Probably not. Anyways, there's roommate functionality, and you could probably use this room for that because it's big enough that most of their stuff would fit and it would be fine, because you could budge stuff around, or you could move the dresser down and like the bed down and everything and put a closet on the other side. This room was also kind of designed with not a lot of windows because I wanted it to be able to slot into a house pretty like easily, although it is big. So maybe it wouldn't slot as easily. I don't know. Maybe it could be like the top floor, or like slot into an attic of a mansion or something. Would be kind of cool. There's a door on the side where I imagine the bathroom being, but it doesn't have to. Obviously, you can remove that and put a shelf or something. But I just wanted this room to be kind of cute and restful and use things I hadn't used a lot of and try some different things. And I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I think you can definitely see the sort of like Golden Girls, I guess it would be, when did that show come out? Was it like the 80s, 90s, something like that? That sort of like very Miami pastel vibe, which is really pretty. I'm a big fan. Now I kind of want to build the whole Golden Girls house, but like when you watch the show, There's like furniture at all sorts of odd angles. I don't know if I'd have the patience to actually put together their house, and I don't have a great feel for how all the bedrooms are. I wonder if there's floor plans online. I'll have to look. But that was the vibe we're kind of going for. If The Sims 4 had hotels, this would absolutely be a very fancy hotel room. This would be one that I would love to rent out to Sims for them to come stay. But, you know, maybe one day. And I love all the plants up on the shelf. I wasn't too worried about like personalizing it. I just wanted it to be cute and cozy. And I think it worked out. And I love that console. That's going to show up in every build from like now on because I just love it so much. That came in one of the more recent patches. But here's the screenshots. I'll leave you guys to hang out and I'll catch back up with you later. Alright guys, that's it for me in the Golden Girls inspired bedroom. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll talk to y'all soon.